I'm very excited. I'm very excited tonight. I've been looking forward to this for weeks to have Stella here tonight. Stella, hi.
Hello.
Hi. So I'm just going to do a short introduction. So today I have one of our former students from the Netherlands, Stella, with me, and we're going to talk about working with dogs. And I'm so excited about this because Stella and we discussed this quite a lot when you were on our courses, level 1 through 4.
Yeah.
You know, what to do, and it's not that easy, and it certainly isn't, you know. And so you finished level 4, and then I start seeing your Facebook. You open a Facebook page, Dog's Own Choice. You start to post pictures. I just want to tell people the background story, how I see it, because it's really, really, I think, a success story. So every day you're posting a collage of pictures of dogs that you have in your very special place. And tonight I will ask you everything about it. And before we finish, I will also tell you about our new upcoming course. Stella will remind me. So, Stella, okay, first of all, thank you for being here tonight.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
And can you start by telling us a little bit about your background? Why did you start level 1? Was your initial, did you want to be a dog trainer? Were you planning on just doing level 1 and you didn't know what to do? But can you remember what a couple of years ago when you...
Yeah, I sure can. I had a Labrador. That was my first dog, and there were no issues. And then I got my second dog. He's a cross American Stafford Border Collie, and he started to have show me some behavior that I find peculiar. So I started looking online for advice or tips or something to help me. And I came across the book of Turret, Calming Signals. And I think I looked on Google for calming signals or Turret, and then I found your place, your education, the Nordic Education Center. And I saw that you gave courses. So I thought, when I just will do level 1, get to have some more knowledge and help me and my dog to some good, friendly being together.
Yeah.
But then I got hooked when I started level 1. So I did level 2. And I thought, why don't I, because I really loved it and I got addicted to all the information and the knowledge, and I grew as a person because I had to look at myself as well. So why don't I go further and see where it leads me, so I can help other people with their dog and their issues, because there are a lot of people with issues. And so I started doing level 2, 3, and 4. And that totally changed my life forever. But basically, my dog Bibo is my big inspiration here. So he is the reason that I am what I am and do what I do. So, and I'm very proud of what I have accomplished.
Me too, Stella, because I remember your journey. I remember we talking about it, and should you continue to level 3 and, you know, and so on. So what, did you work with dogs before at all? Or were you just a regular dog caretaker? Or did you?
I started at a normal dog school, you know, with the obedience. I did it with my Labrador, and I didn't know any better, unfortunately. So I started there with my Bibo. But pretty soon they asked me to become a teacher, and I had to do the education with them, but I had to do it for free, work there for free. So I started an internship, but I think I was 3 months in, and I got the realization, this is not for me. This is not how I want to be around dogs. And I didn't want to be a school teacher. And then I started looking online, and I came across a whole new way to approach dog training.
So
and
it's a little bit like
it changed everything. Sorry.
It's a little bit like me, I think. You took, there was an opportunity and you took it.
Yeah.
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 I just
And I loved it.
Exactly.
I totally got it. What have I been doing all those years? Yeah. And I have also apologized to my Labrador, who's already gone, of course. What I have done him so short. Is that the right way to say it? But yeah, I'm making up for it now.
We all do. I do as well. I apologize to all my dogs.
Yeah.
Current ones.
Yeah.
The ones I have now, I always say, please be patient with me. I'm still learning, you know?
Yeah.
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 And can I ask, this is a bit of a rude question, but I just wanted to ask because I want to inspire people, because I started Nordic, the dog trainer in Norway, when I was 41 years old, because a lot of people say, no, I'm too old, you know, or some people are even saying I'm too young. So how old were you when you changed your career working with dogs? 51. You can lie a little bit. I
don't have to lie. I was 51.
Exactly.
Yeah, so never too old.
Exactly. Wow, I thought actually you were quite a lot younger. So yeah, okay.
Oh, we are from the same year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And the oldest of us, you know, don't forget, Judith is 85. Yeah. Okay, so what are you doing? So, can you explain to us shortly what you are doing? What is your business?
I have an indoor sensory center with lots of things to sniff. And every sensory thing of a dog can be, how you call it, tickled. So when a customer wants to come to my venue, they will get a sheet with house rules, and they need to fill out a questionnaire about the dog. And I have lots of questions I want to know before a new dog or a dog comes in. And so when they arrive,
one dog at the time, right?
It depends. I have also some conditions when they want to come with 2 dogs. They should be from the same household, and they also need to read the conditions and tell me it is okay. And when it's not okay, I can always intervene or stop the session. That is in my house rules. I will be the one or the dog to end the session before time is. So yeah. The dog decides when it's time. And I do multiple dogs because sometimes it helps the other dog who is more insecure or anxious to get him to go in the room. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but usually it's one dog. Yeah.
So how exactly did you start? I remember you found a venue. So yeah. what kind of venue and how
It
did
is
you start promoting? How many customers did you have the first couple of months?
The venue is about 100. I have like room 100 square meters. And I started on Facebook with my Facebook page, and I explained what I was going to do. Let dog be dogs. That's I also have a folder, and it says, is your dog allowed to be dogs? And that kind of triggered people. And of course, you start small. I didn't have any followers, so but then again, we share. Sorry,
You didn't have any followers, nothing. You started from scratch.
yeah,
So
zero.
So you, first of all, I love the name Dog's Own Choice. I posted the link here, so you can go in and check it out.
Yeah.
And Stella, the venue, is that an office building or is it a garage? What is it?
It's like on an industrial area, you know, where you park. I have a neighbor who is in tires.
Yep.
So, you know, it's industrial area, and my venue is empty because my partner has a, I don't know what's it called, but he stalls it there in the garage after his work. It's a kind of a garage, but a huge one.
Yeah. So it's like it was used as a storage area, basically.
Yeah, or industrial. You know, the man next to me is doing tires on vehicles or trucks. So yeah. So it can be noisy as well, but also that's all in the information. I learned a lot during those couple of months. I've rewritten my information and my house rules over and over again, because, you know, as you go into it, as you see so many things. Oh, I have to change that, and that's not allowed, and you know, so yeah. But it's amazing how fast you can grow if you keep doing what I'm doing, what I did. Just post and you know, with the collage of the dogs, people, when they make an appointment, I see so many nice things in your venue. I would love to make an appointment for my dog. So, you know, it takes a lot of time to do that, but it's overwhelming, the applications I get.
And that's why I think it's a huge part of the success as well, that you're doing very well promotion online with your collages. So
yeah,
in the beginning, you always charged for it, didn't you? Or did you do it for free at some point?
No, it's when I started, it was 25 euros for 1 hour, and I did that until September. I started in June, and then I had 1-2 customers, and then I post on Facebook, and the customers repost, you know, they share so, you know, it's kind of like a snowball.
Mm-hmm.
And quickly my agenda was full, so I stopped with the 25 and make it 32.50 euros. And I have I've been thinking a lot about the price, but I want to get as many dogs as I can, not for the money, but for the dog. So I can easily charge 50 euros, I think, maybe 55 for 1 hour. But I don't do that because there are some people who are struggling with their dog or with their wallet. So I don't want to do that. Not yet.
So when did you open? Was it September? Which year?
It's 23. I started in June 2022.
Yeah. So a little more than 1 year. And how? So do you remember how long it took you to get the first customer? Was it days or weeks?
I think it took a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because people don't know what sensory enrichment is. So they first, they needed to hear. And I was telling on my Facebook page about it, what it is, what it does to for your dog. And I think I know my first customer. She's coming soon again. And I of course I remember my first paying customer, because the first customer was my sister with her 2 dogs, but she wasn't paying. And I got her from Michelle Vrolijk from Holland. She's a behaviorist as well, and she told her customer to come to me with her dog. That was my first, but that was in middle of 2-3 weeks. So it was real quick.
And how many dogs do you have every week now?
12. I have 12 dogs a week. I work 4 days now, from 9 to 1, and I have 3 dogs a day. Yeah.
And 9 to 1, because why?
I come to my venue at around 8:20. So I have to prepare for the dog who's coming, write his name, make clean and prepare his snacks, look at everything is safe. And then I get a customer from 9 till 10, and they leave. And the next customer will be there at 10:30. So in between, I can clean, I can prepare, I can look at the question form. Should I change something or not? And then from 10:30 to 11:30, and then at 12 till 1, another customer. I don't want to rush, because sometimes you are in a conversation with a customer about tips or tricks, and then I don't want the new dog or the new customer to come when I have another customer. The dogs don't meet. No, I don't want that, and I don't want to rush. I hate to be rushed, so I want to take the time for the customer and for the dog and for myself. So that's why 3. And because of Bibo, I have my own dog. I cannot work any longer.
And you choose yourself the working hours. How does that, the days of the week and the work hours, how does that feel?
I started with 6 days. And I did 2 dogs, or sometimes 3 dogs, but most were 2 dogs. But 6 days was going crazy, because I have a house, I have a dog, I have a partner. There are other things in life. Yeah. And then I think I took out 1 day, so I started 5 days a week, but it wasn't enough, because I do also administration for the business of my partner and myself. And then I started 4, but because of all the applications I get, I need to do 3 dogs a day, because otherwise I'm booked till next June 2024. When a customer wants to come now to my venue, they will be in February. It's really amazing. My agenda is fully booked.
People, give some thumbs up and hearts and everything, please do, because you see it's really possible. It's really possible. Great job, great work. How far do your customer travel to come to you?
Some do 2 hours drive. Yeah.
2 hours.
1.5. Some live around the corner. Yeah. I have lots of followers, and when people post my Facebook post that they have been there, all their friends look at that post and they want to come, and a lot of people don't care where they, because they want to go. There's not a lot of options indoor.
Yeah.
And of course, it depends on the dog if he's not car sick. So I wouldn't want that.
But have you paid any money for advertising?
No. I just made these. Now, not just the last year. It's like a leaflet. You can. They are at my veterinary clinic, but I wanted to lay these in the stores and everywhere. But I don't need it because I'm fully booked with my Facebook page. It is enough. I don't need a website. Nothing.
And are almost all of them return clients? So they come on a regular basis, or do they?
I have some that come once a month, or that come every other month, or once in 3 months. It's really depending, and on my time in my agenda, of course. And now when I came back from holiday in August, I wrote on my Facebook page that it was really busy. I had only a few spots left this year. And so people got smart, and they contacted me and wanted to book for 2024. So some of my regular customers have already booked December 2024. So
this is unbelievable. This is, I mean, seriously, people, this is a success story. This is so great to hear, Stella. And I just have to say, I am not surprised. I knew it. I knew it. Okay.
Yeah, you've always said it. Yeah, you've said it.
Questions for you, Stella. I can imagine that the dogs urinate or maybe even poop. Do you clean that all up between? How does that work? Or are the dogs not allowed to do that?
Well, a dog is a dog, and it should be a dog. So yes, they urinate, but they have to walk the dog before they come in. That's one rule. They need to have the opportunity to relieve themselves. Also, even if it's only 10 minutes drive, they need to give the dog the opportunity, because I know from experience that when a dog comes to a new place, they're excited and they pee. For the male dogs, I have like I always give what's it called, a chance, you know. So male dogs do urinate some, and I have some like a male wrap for the
I don't know what they call them, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's like a diaper. It's like a for the males, it's very easy. For the women, I don't have them. They're not very comfortable, so I have to look for something else, because there are some lady dogs that like to mark on a lot of places. But I clean. Yes, I have all sorts of cleaning, but it doesn't matter how I clean. The dog knows is the best there is, and he knows that there has been a dog peeing.
Exactly.
Yeah, but of course I clean.
And
the owner doesn't say anything. They don't say no, don't do that. So they have to be quiet, and we allow it, and I clean it, and that's another side of indoor, of course, when you work with dogs.
So it's called belly bands. People are writing in the chat.
Okay.
Now I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so you live in an urban area or on the countryside?
I live in urban myself, but the venue is like 15 minutes drive, and it's an industrial area in a country place.
And I have to add, because I know a little bit about the Netherlands, because my father is Dutch, And if you drive a couple of hours in the Netherlands, that's considered a long drive in the Netherlands. Yeah. So people really want this. Yeah. What if the dog is interested only for 20 minutes? What do they do the rest of the time?
Well, a dog is born curious. So the first, I meet people outside, then we go in, the dog gets his collar off or his harness. They unleash the dogs and they go. If they go, then the most part, they first do a check round. Is there nobody here? Is everything safe? They look at where the owner is going to sit. The owner sits way back at the end on purpose, of course.
Do you sit next to the owner?
Sorry? No. We are not together because otherwise we go and chat, and I don't want to chat. I want the owner to really be focused on their own dog. I sit at the other end of the venue, and I will observe the dog. Yeah. So when he has done the check round, he will start usually to really investigate, smell the objects, smell the hairs, the wool, the wood, everything I have there. And there are some sniffle mats I have. And they take a break, yes. And I know they need that break. They need to, when the excitement is here, they all smell the dogs that have been there. They smell me, I'm strange. There are some noises perhaps. So they need to calm down, and then they take a break. And that is okay, because the dog is allowed to do whatever he wants. But usually they get up again after 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. I let them be. If they don't do anything at all, then we'll do a treat search.
Yeah.
So it depends. Every dog is checked individually. What is he doing? What is he showing? And I discussed that with the owner halfway the session.
And do you take notes? Do you take notes for yourself, or do you write in the reports for yourself at all? Or
I take notes. I look at what I see, write what I see, and I explain that to the owner. My first question always to the owners who are sitting, I walk slowly to the place they are sitting, and I will ask them, what do you see? Do you recognize your own dog in this kind of setting, in this environment? And they say yes or no. Are they surprised, positive or negative? And then I will tell them my findings, what I see their dog is showing me here now in a strange environment. Yeah.
And what, Stella, what have you learned? I mean, now you've been observing hundreds of dogs, and you are, you need to be a guest teacher as well. We'll talk about that later. Because you have a lot of experience observing dogs now. So can you tell us a little bit about your own observations? What do you think? What have you learned?
It's every day is still learning. So people ask me in my venue when I work there, is this all you do? And I say, yeah, but it's every day with 3 dogs. It is a huge learning opportunity, and I love observing. And I have done some courses when I look at the physical aspects. So I also give them tips, or you need to see a specialist because I think there's something not right. So when you look this much and this many times at a dog, you start to see those little things, and you start combining. That dog does this, and I also saw that with another dog. So I start making connections.
Yeah.
Like drinking. When a dog is really stressed or anxious, they start drinking a lot. So.
And so you now agree, you probably did before as well, but now you have experienced what Turid is always saying. She's 85, she's been doing this for 50 years, and she's so happy about still learning, because, and she tells me as well that sometimes she has to admit that she's like, oh, she's trying not to, but she's human. So, you know, she thinks she knows what she will see for the next dog, but then she realizes, no, of course I didn't, you know, because they are individuals. How do you?
Same here. Yeah, because I'm human, so I have expectations, of course, but you can never have expectations because they will surprise you big time. Yeah. One question in my question form is, what do you expect from the visit to my venue? And a lot of people say, well, I get there with no expectations, but still they do have some expectations. Oh, I thought he was going to be under my chair and not doing anything. And he was walking around the whole time, you know? So that's why I love it so much, because every dog has his own way of coping in a different environment. Some are happy all over the place, and some are very timid and shy and anxious, or scared of me, of course. But the beautiful thing of it all, now I'm doing the calming signal specialist, it really helps me to step up my game, to stay sharp and focused, because I think I'm doing the right thing, but now with Turid's eyes in the back, I am more aware of myself now. You know, I always turn my body and you know, but I didn't do all the yawning and the lip licking. And I'm doing that now. So yeah, it keeps me focused and sharp and never take anything for granted. And every dog is different. Yeah.
And how do you feel? This is a very leading question. I don't know how else to put it, but isn't it amazing how satisfying this kind of job is? Because I presume you are as well. I mean, maybe we like accounting, or maybe we like filing, or doing other, you know, office or admin work or whatever. But this just, you know, the feeling, the satisfaction of seeing that you're helping dogs.
Yeah, it makes me very happy. I've never been more happy.
Mental health.
Yeah. I've done many things in my life with career, but this is the one thing that really makes me happy. And also, I'm doing twice a month, there comes a dog from the shelter, and they come for free. So twice a month, I will give the dogs from the shelter here at my living space a chance to come with a dog from the shelter for free. So.
You see, this is what you can do. Yeah, you can also give back something, and don't feel bad about charging money. You need a living, everyone. So, but then you can do things like this. Perfect.
Yeah, this is my contribution to dogs' well-being and welfare.
Yeah. Okay, a couple more questions. If you do treat search in the same room, will it distract the next dog since the smell of the treat is still there?
Yeah, they smell everything. So when you have a ball of cheese and you lay it in the garden and it's gone, 3 weeks later the dog will sniff that there was cheese over there. So yeah, of course. And I have a little kitchen net, and I keep my snacks there behind in boxes, and they are closed, but they sniff everything. So yeah, of course they smell treats. But I don't start with treats, only 1 or 2 in the snuffle mat, because otherwise it's a deception if there's nothing there. So, but I don't start with treats. Maybe they find one that has gone, that another dog didn't pick up, but I don't start with treats. halfway the session, I will do a treat search and I throw some treats, depending on the questionnaire, of course. If a dog has allergies, I have many choices of natural dog snacks. So yeah, of course they smell everything. Yeah.
And not all dogs crazy about treats.
Oh, no.
There are so many other exciting objects there, so it's not really a problem, I think, if they find a treat.
No. I've never seen a problem with that. Of course, there are dogs that are crazy about food, and when they come for the second or third time, they know that I will bring them treats. So they come in and sit with me at my sitting place, and they look at me asking, "Is it time for treats yet?" They are very smart,
Yeah.
and I make lots of friends.
So, type of flooring do you have that is cleanable but non-slip also?
Concrete, is it? It is concrete, yeah.
Painted concrete or just concrete?
Yeah, it was painted, but it wears off now.
Oh, that's good, because then it's not slippery then. So
Oh, it's not slippery at all. No.
clients who come back, do they see changes in their dog's behavior? Can maybe one visit help, or do they need more?
It is not only to solve problems, enrichment. It's healthy. They need enrichment in their life. So they don't only come for issues. So I always say to my customers, when you go to a new place for the first time, are you really open and enjoying everything, or are you the one that stands in the corner watching what's going on? You know, that's what dog is the same. The first time is always a bit different than the next time and the third time and the fourth. Some dogs are more closed or anxious, but they open up, and I see very small differences between the first and the second if they are a little scared, but there's always progress, always. Yeah.
Wow, that's important to remember. Talking about shelter dogs, how do you clean in between, since they are maybe more likely to carry virus or something? What does the liability waiver look like, and was it hard to get insurance? Yeah, just say, because I think this depends on the country. I know at least in Scandinavia, it's not, we don't have we can't sue for anything like that. It's not even possible to sue. So, and
No,
also dogs, remember, Ingrid, dogs, they go for walks and they smell everything.
The same area, yeah. So,
unless you have sick dogs, and I presume, Stella, do you have something in your intake form?
Of course, it's in my house rules. When they are sick, not feeling well, have diarrhea, or in heat, or anything you see is a change, they should not come.
Yeah.
And of course, it is all on their own responsibility. I am not responsible for the dog getting anything. You know, I throw with the best treats. I clean where I can with the best products. So if the dog has something, it's what you said, Lisbeth. When they go for a walk in the park, and my dog goes in the park, and he, you know, they can catch something. Yeah,
it's the same rules in Norway. I have an insurance for my venue, so if people slip and, you know, fall, or some accident happens, we can use that insurance, like, you know, but they're also for any dog courses, or if they come in with their dog, they have the responsibility for their own dogs and have their dogs insured. That's what I have on my but it's very different, so it's difficult to compare to. I think it's because you can't go around cleaning all the, I mean, you have so many things in your environment. Everyone, you have to go and look at, I'm sure most of you already looked in the link, you see the wonderful venue. And I also think you're very personal to the clients. I mean, I've seen dogs having, you know, their birthday celebrations, and you bring them cake for the dog and so on.
Yeah, with everything, with balloons and everything. You know, it's kind of like a party. And I have a sign outside, you know, with what's it called? Chalk. I write welcome Bobby.
Yes.
At Dog's Own Choice, and there are balloons on the board. And when the owners come and park the car, they are so excited because it's like a party. They're welcome. It's a warm welcome, and
Yeah.
I just love that. I know the dog isn't hearing the sound of happy birthday, but you know, the owner and myself, I love it. It's their child that's having a birthday. So yeah.
And people, I think this is really also a secret to your success, is also that feeling, that great feeling, because as dog caretakers, we love talking about our dogs. We love when people notice our dogs. And that's exactly what Stella is doing when she's paying this attention, writing their name on a blackboard. And, you know, it's, yeah, perfect.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. That's made a huge difference between, yeah, for my success, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Personal.
So do you change the setup? And if so, how often do you if it's, for example, the 4th visit? Okay, tell us.
Yeah, I do a change. Of course, I can take some items away and put new items in, but the real change is twice a year, because it's a lot of work. When I change the venue, it takes me 2-3 days to do that. So I do it twice a year. But in meantime, I go to stores. I got my clients bring me stuff. Yesterday, I got some rabbit hair and a horse blanket. So, you know, I get stuff, and I find stuff, and I bring stuff. Anything I find on the street, I bring it with me. I have feathers. I have like a wood chips. With the, you know, with the, when it's time for outside in the parks to cut the trees, I find everything and I bring it. And there's always new smells. And also, don't forget that there are 3 dogs a day, and they leave also paw prints everywhere. So for the next dog to come, yeah, they start to sniff. It starts outside, you know. The nose is on the ground because there have been so many dogs and people, of course, already. So it usually starts outside. Yeah.
I have a follow-up question. Stella, where do you get all the things you have in the environment? Where do you find them?
Well, as I said, outside, taking a walk. People leave many things behind. Look at the weather. The leaves are falling from the trees. Birds lose their feathers. I go to the, you know, the $1 shops. We don't have that here, but I call it that. You know, the secondhand stores. People bring me things, you know, they want to throw away. I say, no, give it to me. So I'm I have a lot of stuff. I'm becoming a hoarder, as my partner is saying.
But I think because your mind is all set now as well.
Yeah.
So you see all the opportunities
Yeah.
you didn't see before, right?
Yeah, I am very creative, and I wasn't that creative, but people, the visitors at my venue tell me, my God, how do you think of that, to do that? It wouldn't have crossed my mind. But as I'm sitting there and watching, I get all new ideas. Oh yeah, and you know, so yeah, I am very creative now. So yeah.
Perfect. Tricky question. Why do people come to such a venue when they can find enrichment during walks?
Well, during walks is another story, because when you have a dog that is kind of anxious outside, the weather or the traffic or other dogs, you don't have that indoors. When you come to my venue, it's indoors. The door gets locked. Nobody comes in, so it's very safe. The owner can relax because they don't have to watch, is there another dog coming? So it's very different from outside. Yeah, or enclosed. Of course, you have also the outside enclosed areas. That's also okay, but you always have the weather, you know, the wind or the rain, or some dogs don't like to stand in the rain, or are distracted with wind. And you know, with the wind there comes a lot of smells, so that can be very confusing for a dog, of just disturbing. We don't know what for scents they come in. So indoors is quite different than just outdoors. Of course, they need all of it. You need enrichment to go to new places. But I always say to my owners, go on Sunday morning at when it's not very busy. Then you go to enriched new places like a harbor or an industrial area, or when there has been a market, but don't go on those busy days. The dog wouldn't be so happy.
Because the clients that are coming to you, they are open-minded. They have themselves booked an appointment. So you're not forcing them, you know?
No, it's
they are just
yeah. So and they read on my page what it is doing for the dog, and also they get an information sheet with the house rules and the question form, so they can read in my information what is good for, what it does for the dog, and why do they need enrichment. And of course, I have a conversation with them, so midway session, to evaluate what I see and what they see and what they think. And if people are open, I will give tips and tricks. I don't, you know, pull out my backpack and here, these are my tricks and tips. No, I you know, in the conversation, you will feel and taste if they are in for your tips and tricks. But I always say outside, before we go in, if I see something to your dog that worries me, I will tell you, but it's your responsibility to take it further. So if I see something in the movement or physically, I will tell them, and I will I have a list of a specialist I can send them, you know, but it's their responsibility. I only say what I see and what I think they should do.
And do people ask you for to do consultant work?
Yeah.
And do you do?
No.
Okay. And why have you chosen not to do it yet?
Yeah, good question. I love observations. And you know, this, I think for me personally, so don't get me wrong, this is a less stressful for me. I watch the dog, I write down what I see, I tell the owners, and I'm happy to give them tips, tricks. I will even show them in my venue or outside, walking the dog or a long leash. I will show them all, but that's it. And I don't have the stress of, are they doing their homework? Are they fully committed to what my perspective is of dog training? So I think this is the best way for me to help dogs and their owners. And of course, they can ask me anything, and I will, of course, if I can, give them an answer and help them. But I will refer them to other ethical dog trainers for any one-on-one sessions.
Which is such a good, I'm so happy we remembered to talk about that, because it proves my point that you can actually do what you feel most comfortable of doing. And, you know, because it's important, because we all want Stella to do this for many, many years, so she can help many, many dogs. And in order to do that, we have to like and feel comfortable in our job. If we feel nervous or stressed, or, you know, we're not going to do it for very long. So this works for Stella.
Yeah.
It's great. And that's why no pressure, people, please just do something, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can only do social walks, or you know, a dog walking service with one dog, you know, the individual dog walks. There are lots of questions for those kind of people here. So not the big dog walkers, but the individual dog walkers. Yeah, so you can do whatever you want. It doesn't have to be out of your comfort zone.
You should always start within your comfort zone, and then you feel ready.
Maybe, yeah, if you're feeling okay, yeah.
So I think one last question. What kind of people and dogs come to visit you? Dogs with issues or just any dog?
Any dog, yeah. They need to fill out on a question form what they think is wrong with their dog, or what they do, what have they been doing for training. So I'm very curious about that, of course. And the first observation starts when they drive to my venue, and I am peeking out the window, and I'm looking if the dog jumps out of the car, or do they have you know, that's the first thing I see. And then, does it have a collar, or does it have a harness? How long is the leash? So, you know, and all sorts of dogs, but they don't have to have issues to come to me, because enrichment is for every dog, issues or no issues, old, young, puppies. I had a few weeks ago, I had 12 puppies of shepherd. I don't know the English name, but yeah.
Oh, so she came with a whole litter of how old?
And they were 12. 12 weeks. Oh, sorry. Oh, no, 12. There were 7 weeks, and it were 12 puppies. Oh my God, the place was a mess, but I loved it.
What a job, and you get paid to do that, you know?
Yeah, of course, it's not 32.50 for a whole litter, but no, it's so people don't, dogs don't have to have issues to come to me. Any dog does need enrichment.
Yeah.
Every dog.
Do you have all ages as well? Do you have senior dogs? People?
Oh, I love seniors. Yeah. I think the oldest was 16.
Mm-hmm.
And the youngest 7 weeks, because when I get puppies, they should be 7 weeks.
Yeah. But now we're talking, just so people don't misunderstand.
No, every dog, every age, every breed, every.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, even if they are, you know, arthritis, or they have some issues, physical, of course, not diarrhea or giardia, but, you know, every dog, blind, deaf, limping, it doesn't matter. They all need enrichment.
Wow. So nice to hear about this. Really a success story, and you're helping so many dogs. So before I forget, I think I can share the screen. I will share the screen if I can not find it. So I will show on our, no, this is a problem for me now with the 2 screens. Sorry, I can't. Okay, I will share the link. The link afterwards. If you go to nordicdogtrainer.com, we have you can find the website for our new course, sensory enrichment coach certification. Basically, it's a course we want to offer. It's an add-on course, so it's for everyone who has either completed minimum level 1 or start at level 1. So if you're currently on level 1, you can sign up for the course. And I think it will be a great course. I told Stella about it before we went live as well. I just received the lecture from Julia Roberts today. She's talking about all the physical aspects of enriched environment. We have Amber Batson talking about the science behind it, so that you can tell when you are talking to your future clients, you can tell them, you know, with confidence why this is good. It's not just, you know, something you made up. And Tudit, of course, she's going to talk about her point of view when it comes to enriched environment. She's been doing enriched environment forever. And then I will do a lecture on how you can start your business with some tips and so on. So that's what you get. It's a fully self-study course, this one. So when you sign up, we actually open on Monday, the 16th. From then on, you can sign up at any day you want. And from that day you sign up, you have 12 months, so 1 year, to complete the course, to watch the lectures, and to hand in 4 practical assignments. And then we give you a certification by Nordic dog trainer, of course, by us. So that's the whole, you know, idea behind it. We've never done anything like this before. And again, there's no Q&A or anything. You're on your own, but you have to have at least level 1, because we want you to have an understanding of the dog's language and all of that. So yeah, what do you think, Stella?
It's a great opportunity to get more knowledge on enrichment. Yeah, it's a must for a dog to have enrichment.
Okay, Stella, thank you so much for doing this.
Oh, you're welcome. It was really fun. Good questions. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, and thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, and good luck with everything, and we'll speak soon again, Stella.
Yeah, you can contact me anytime.
Good, and I will,
Yeah.
you know I will.
Yeah.
Check out Stella's Facebook group or page. Is it a group or page, by the way?
No, it's a page.
Page, because you don't want other people to, you know, start discussions. If you want to book an appointment with Stella, the first available is February, was it? February 24.
Some places in February, yeah. And lots of options in March.
Okay, good. Perfect. I love it.
Yeah,
thank you.
Too.
Have a nice evening, everyone.
Thank you
for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye.